One, keep the faith strong. Your time to shine will come.
From Studio One, welcome to this Wednesday, September the 28th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young, joined on the phone as always by the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, how we doing on this Wednesday?
It's cold and chilly, but it's raining inside.
Okay, let's start this thing off by recapping Raw from Monday night. It started off with the rematch from Clash of Champions, the United States title on the line. Roman Reigns versus Rusev ends in a double countout. Then Mick Foley comes out and Sheamus and Cesaro, and that of course went to a 7-match series, which the 7th match ended in a... Was that also a double countout?
No, I didn't see that one.
No, Tony. What happened at Clash of Champions? I forgot.
Oh, it ended with no contest.
Okay, and anyway, they say instead of getting a singles match, they are going to be a tag team together. We'll see them later in the night. Tag team titles on the line for Raw. New Day defeat Gallows and Anderson. That is now 400 completed days as the tag team champions, now 402 if you're concluding today. My girl Bayley gets a win over a local wrestler. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann gets a win over Lince Dorado, and who was the second guy?
And what's match?
The Cruiserweight, or something Dorak.
Yeah, I watched that. I can't remember that name. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
Sheamus and Cesaro get a victory. Tony, did you watch that match?
I did watch that one. Cesaro and Sheamus.
But did you see, Tony? Did you see who they were facing?
They faced
Nick Cutler.
That was Nick Cutler. I thought that was somebody else.
No, it was the one guy. There was a black guy, and then there was Nick Cutler. Nick Cutler got the 10 beats of the bowel, or the beadra, or whatever the hell his move is.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And of course, like I said, there was a spotting of him in that match. There was a spotting of him. He got actually knocked out by Sheamus when they threw him over the guardrail at Clash of Champions. Charlotte, Sasha Banks cut a promo, and there will be a match next week at Raw in Los Angeles. TJ Perkins gets a win over Tony Nese, the highlight reel with Kevin Owens. We finally get to see the return of Enzo and Cass turned into a tag match. Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho defeat Enzo and Cass. Tony, this Raw, more or less, was hyping next week's Raw from Los Angeles.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be different because with the women's title on the line, there can't be any more interference. They got to get rid of Dana Brooks from Ringside because she's causing a lot of matches. But seeing Kevin Owens walk around and Seth Rollins not getting his title shot, and then Mick Foley, he was getting chewed out by Stephanie McMahon. Man.
Do you see Stephanie firing Mick and putting Triple H as the GM?
If that happens, then that is wrong right there. But Triple H has got to be better than this. He can't be what he used to be with the authority. He's got to be fairer and better.
Okay, folks, that was Monday Night Raw. Not a good one, but it was exciting to see a local guy that I've been able to commentate a couple of his matches, being Nick Cutler. So congratulations to him, who's actually in Cleveland, was in Cleveland for SmackDown. We're taping this Tuesday afternoon. He's in Cleveland at this point, so that means he's probably going to be around for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to...
I heard it was Raw was better than the debate last night.
Yeah, the debate. We're not going to get into politics. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. Welcome back. On this day, Tony, was the last NXT event on Sci-Fi. Remember when they were doing all them challenges and all that stuff? When the original NXT, that was in 2010 was the last time. Then they went to WWE.com.
Yeah, that was pretty sad how they had NXT on Sci-Fi. It was good on Tuesday night.
Daniel Bryan didn't win that, did he?
No, it was shit, I don't know who it was.
Is it someone that's on the roster?
I'm trying to think of who it was.
Well, give me some. As we talk about this, Tony, try to remember it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Ring of Honor and NXT. Ring of Honor, of course, tonight on Comet TV. You could also see it on My Network Television if you're in Wisconsin on My 24. Ring of Honor, we're getting ready for Friday night, as it's going to be All-Star Extravaganza. Michael Elgin going to get a chance against Adam Cole. And Tony, it looks like Adam Cole and the Bullet Club, I think they're going to take firm control of Ring of Honor and continue to do that after Friday.
And definitely, Adam Cole and Bullet Club are going to dominate All-Star Extravaganza on Friday. And then it's just going to be lead up to the next pay-per-view, which is going to be, I don't remember what it is.
I don't know if they wait till Final Battle. That's in December. I'm not sure if they do one before then, though.
I'm going to look up right now.
Okay. And then also you have the tournament, the six-man tag team titles. It's a tournament. Round 1 begins. Matt Taven was on commentary, the former member of the Kingdom, which the only 2 people that were remaining from the Kingdom are gone, being Mike Bennett from now in TNA and Adam Cole. Who do you think? Do you think he's going to bring any names in? Do you think Cody Rhodes could possibly be one of them guys in that 6-man tournament?
Oh, definitely. I would love to see Cody Rhodes in one of the 6-man tags. But it's different around Michael Bennett around the Ring of Honor and now with Adam Cole not part of the Bullet Club now.
And then we shift to NXT. Of course, they're getting ready for TakeOver, which is in November. And also they announced they're going to be doing a live show December 17th, a Saturday, in Las Vegas. Tony, do you think that's going to be a NXT TakeOver special?
I believe so. That's going to be... NXT TakeOver in Toronto is going to be... That'll be better than the one in Brooklyn.
Did you hear about that? That NXT's talking about doing a Royal Rumble the night before the Royal Rumble?
I would love to see in Los Angeles have a Royal NXT with the winner. Because didn't they do that a couple years ago with in Phoenix in 2013 with Dallas winning that one and going on to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view?
I don't think so. Did they?
Yeah, they did. And I forgot. They did during the Royal Rumble. When they were in Phoenix before the pay-per-view, they did the NXT thing, Royal Rumble, and both folks won the Royal Rumble and advanced to the Royal Rumble and defeated and threw them away there.
Wow. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that is Ring of Honor. You can see that tonight, of course, and NXT tonight on WWE Network. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Impact, which will be just 3 days before Bound for Glory. That's next on the Ringside Report. Happy birthday, Tony, to the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. He's 53 today.
He doesn't look like the Lethal Weapon now.
I don't know. I haven't seen him. Have you?
I saw once him and Mark Merrill on Fox News talk about Benoit's death, and it wasn't pretty good.
Speaking of that, we will have a full. It'll be a packed show on Friday. Probably our best show was on Monday. Our competition might be on Friday because our Friday show is going to be great. We're going to address the Chris Benoit situation. We have warm-ups galore for the 2 pay-per-views. So tune in Friday, 9 a.m. on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, you just saw Ringside Report 400 coming to your way from Dallas, Texas. Myself, Anthony Smoody, and yeah, we're gonna have all the post-show moments. We're gonna have never before seen footage from us in Dallas, Texas. Me and Tony went to a couple local places that are famous. It was exciting. It was fun. We're gonna check out all that. Our airport, we're from the airport. A lot of fun stuff. Check that out. And also, we have a big announcement. Once again, Ringside Report strikes again, and we'll find that out on Monday's edition of Ringside Report 400. Tony, you excited? Can't believe it.
I can't wait for this 400 episode coming in.
It'll be exciting. Okay, now let's talk about Impact. We're just 3 days away. There's rumors brewing, Tony, and we talked about it a little bit on Facebook Live, to be announced on Tuesday, and that is that right now TNA does not have the funds to do Bound for Glory on Sunday. There's rumors that WWE has put a bid in to possibly buy TNA, or Billy Corgan's going to step in and buy TNA. Which one is more likely to happen? It has to happen by Friday for them to have the money. What's going to happen, Tony? Is WWE going to come in and purchase it? Is Billy Corgan going to buy it? Or is there going to be no Bound for Glory?
There's going to be a Bound for Glory, but I believe WWE is going to buy it from Billy Corgan and keep it this Sunday as Bound for Glory. How would be Bound for Glory be its last pay-per-view TNA?
Does WWE pull a what they did on Nitro and someone of them show up at the Impact Zone in Orlando?
I would love to see that.
But Billy Corgan, Tony, Billy Corgan don't own it. He's trying to buy it also to keep it going.
Didn't see it posted by TNA.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
WWE.
And on Monday's Raw, did you hear during the Cruiserweight match, they were chanting CM Punk? How stupid can you be?
that would be the icing on the cake to Vince McMahon. Seeing CM Punk coming to TNA and buy TNA and go against WWE. It would be the classic. That could be like 6 years ago with Hogan and on Monday against Vince McMahon.
It would be exciting. Of course, folks, Bound for Glory coming up, a big show coming up tonight and of course tomorrow night on Pop TV at 7 p.m. Central. And of course, Bound for Glory will be on Sunday night. We'll have the wrap up of that on Wednesday's show, along with All-Star Extravaganza from Ring of Honor on Friday. That'll all be on next Wednesday's show because, of course, Monday is Ringside Report 400. What's up, Tony?
I found two nights. Way better than season one, and the next pay-per-view for Ring of Honor will be October 14th and 15th. When October 14th are Chicago Ridge, Illinois. October 15th are Dearborn, Michigan. I do the Chicago Ridge show October 14th.
What is the name of it?
It's called Reign by Honor 15.
Glory by Honor?
Glory by Honor.
Okay, we'll see if that's the case. Sometimes they do those shows and they're not pay-per-views, like how they did Supercard of Honor in Dallas. So we'll let you know when Ring of Honor announces that. We're taking time out here on the Ringside Report. When we come back, it's time to do our next suicide awareness, and we're going to honor Crash Holly. That's next on the Ringside Report. Here on the Ringside Report, it's time for suicide awareness. Of course, here in the month of September, we got 2 more left, and we're going to honor Crash Holly. And Tony's going to take it away with some of his wrestling and some of the career milestones and history, wrestling history of one Crash Holly.
Well, Crash Holly started in early wrestling in 1989 as Johnny Pearson. He went to APW, and then finally came to the WWE in 1998. And he started as Charlie with his cousin Hardcore, known as Little Elroy. He made a lot of impact in the hardcore division, and he became numerous hardcore champion. I think it was like maybe 16 times. No, he was a 1-time European champion, 22-time hardcore champion.
Really?
Yes. 22 times.
That's crazy.
In the hardcore division, he won the title 22 times.
Well, move over, Ric Flair.
Yeah, like heavyweight champion 1 time and then tag team champion 1 time with Hard Body. But his life was, he was a fun little rascal in wrestling because he used to be a little outright. But I guess his career got cut very short.
Was he still an active wrestler when he died?
Late 2003 he went to TNA,
And then so when he passed away, he was retired?
Yeah, he retired after 2006 now.
Okay, and then of course, what year did he pass away?
November 6, 2003.
And of course, he was at Stevie Richards' house, correct?
Yes.
And they found him on the floor. Apparently, he took a bunch of prescription drugs with alcohol.
It was, he was found partially closed in a pool of found around his face. Empty bottles of prescription drugs. Zero prescribed on them. The amount of alcohol were found near him, too.
So, of course, he overdosed. I didn't realize until we started covering this stuff that it was a suicide attempt. I thought he just died of an accidental overdose, but...
Well, it says right his death was ruled a suicide, but it was caused by choking on his own vomit.
Yeah. So, again, he was a great young career. He didn't really, I mean, he was always like that. I compare a lot of people to Santino Marella. He was Santino Marella before Santino Marella was around.
Yeah, he was, every time he used to get in that ring, he used to have that belt around him and say, and then you always see that 24/7 rule, and he always had to keep his eye on his back because you never know who can pin him. He got pinned in the airport once.
And, anytime I see a doctor's scale, I think of Crash Holly. Remember when he always had that, carrying around that scale?
Yeah.
So again, that is Crash Holly. He is our second to last one. A great little career he had. And of course, these are all wrestlers, and like no real... I mean, these are all wrestlers that we've covered have had their brief careers in wrestling, but definitely touched us all at some point or another. Our final one will be on Friday, folks, and it's going to be probably the toughest one to cover, as it's going to be dealing with the Chris Benoit tragedy. Tony's going to talk about his career. I'll be talking more about what happened in his with the murder and double murder suicide, and it's going to Tony. That's probably going to be our toughest one to talk about.
You know, what can I say about this one? This one, when I heard about Benoit double murder suicide, I'm thinking, what the hell did he do, and how the hell did he do it?
Well, and a lot of people have that, and we'll get into that more, but a lot of people had rumors that Kevin Sullivan did it. Possibly had something to do with it, but we'll get into all that on Friday's show. Friday's show, we're going to be recapping Ring of Honor, NXT, and SmackDown. We're also going to have a warm-up for All-Star Extravaganza. Tony gets to do the picks. He's 10.5 behind. Tony, you got to catch up, or 11.5 behind.
Don't worry, by the end of Friday night, I'll be 2 back of you, and you'll have to shave that goatee.
Not yet. We still got some time. But and then of course I'll get to do the picks for Bound for Glory, if there is a Bound for Glory at this point. And then we're gonna have the Chris Benoit talking about to wrap up the month of September, and also I'll announce what's going on for the month of October as the Ringside Report will be doing another tribute. That's gonna wrap it up. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll talk to you guys on Friday. For Anthony Smoody, I'm Ryan Young, so thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.